Hi, folks. Yes, you may have known that I am still making more videos and they just keep on coming. Today, we're going to be playing Public Transport Simulator. Because, I want to do some runs today because I feel very happy. And of course, you'll hear more stories from me as I drive along. But I won't forget to stop and serve the passengers. So far, I just unlocked the Mercedes-Benz 0405 N2. But we may need to... But before we drive that, we must first do a run with the man A21 Lion City. And even do a special Route 68 drive. So that those of you who wanted to see this run would be thrilled. We're going to do our 10 bus stop run. And before I go any further, I do want to say that I have some sad news. My favorite entertainer, Regis Philbin, had passed away yesterday. Horn works good, so anyway... He will rest in peace. One of my favorite moments from him in Millionaire is when Joe Trilla won $1 million back in 1999 on the TV show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's begin by loading 2 passengers on. So, that is how he passed away. Also, I do want to share with you some great news. Friday, I ended up winning the bid for calling bingo every single day of the week. The reason why was because they didn't have any permanent bingo caller, and I was the only one who did Mondays. So I did a trial run on Friday. Everything went great. So they gave me a permanent run. Also, I was told that I'm going to be joining a small group at the day program with Yvette. And it will have Danny, Mary, and the other high-functioning clients. We can play games together. And we can also have the best fun of our life. And that's because, Anyway, I'm going to do VTA Route 68 for Reroute 68 for Miss Long. And Yvette. As you all know, that run will follow right before I drive the Mercedes-Benz 0405 into you. Now you all know that we are going to load more passengers. We'll stop right there. Get ready to make a right turn. Oops, we nearly clipped the light post. So I apologize for that. Well, let's board our passengers and let some off. Now we're ready to go. Whoops. I didn't know this guy was turning. I had the signal on. Whoops. I didn't mean to run a signal. I did it on purpose. Looks like we're moving at a perplexed speed. So it looks like we still have... Whoops! That wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry, folks, for the crashing. We'll put 3 on and remove 3. So the rain stops, so we'll turn the wipers off. Anyway, I know many of you are new to my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you'll be informed of every new video I put out. And I do know that This may be a great handling bus. I love driving this one. Watch where you're going! Don't you know I was turning? Sorry, that Mercedes-Benz Metris just kinda didn't know I was turning. The AI sometimes is clueless of turning. And they sometimes can cause a lot of problems for me. Especially when I try to turn. Like, watch. And I know that many people drive these things. So we'll stop right there. Clear sailing, we would say. But I may want to move a bit close forward so that we could see what we're doing. We're green, so well, good thing that van stopped to let me by. Let's get our passengers on. And now, for those of you who will let the hatch turn, and then we're away. Looks like a Honda Civic or a Peugeot 206. This is our last stop before we run the VTA Route 68. So we'll let our passengers on and then let a couple of them off. Turn on wipers on. Let's move forward. We're green now, so let's go. And it looks like that early crash kinda hindered our points. We're up to 61%. We got new paint. Sorry for the ads, folks. Now we're going to change our sign. We'll say 68 in our destination. Well, because we're going to do our journey before we drive the Mercedes-Benz 0405 into you. We're gonna say we're gonna be doing a round trip. Now we're going to do a round trip from Gilroy to San Jose and back. So let's do a free drive, folks. Anyway, this trip is for Yvette. And I want to say thank you for watching this. So let's go do this route. Here's our first bus stop, which is Gilroy Transit Center. Welcome aboard to VTA Route 68, service to San Jose Diridon Station. Anyway, we're doing a round trip from Gilroy to San Jose and back to Gilroy. I think we'll back. Oh, okay. So let these guys through. Well, after a little delay, we're going to move to our next stop, which is Monterey and 5th Street. We'll just let her board through the other door. Passengers are on board. Let's go. Now, for those of you who've been riding a city bus in real life, sometimes the passengers would all board spontaneously. And, you know, sometimes a wheelchair passenger will board. But they have to use the ramp for that. Next stop is Monterey in 3rd. And like I said in the video before, this route does not replace the real Route 68, as this is the game version of the route I'm doing. And you know that in real life, we have to follow the seasons, but this game, I got set to where it rains every now and then. Here we are at our next stop, which is Monterey and 1st. So our passengers are on, and one passenger unboarded, so let's get a move. I end up getting pushed by another car. You know, because the AI wants me to move all the way rather than just block. Next stop, Monterey and Welburn. So we're laying all 5 passengers off and putting 2 on. And that gets me up to 70 XP, as we could see. So we're going to stop at the signal yet again. So far, we're driving smoothly. Usually, we go straight, but in this game, we have to go through the roundabout. Now, this is where we're going to begin picking up speed. Now we are going to keep moving. And we're going to keep heading until we reach our next stop. Well, it looks like we may be redlining, but it doesn't seem to slow us down, so... But we may still... Here we are at our next stop. Let's load our passengers on. We got 4 boarding and 2 exiting. This is the stop of Monterey and San Martin. Perchimari and Fitzgerald. Oh, why did that car just circle? Next stop is Monterey and San Martin now. The last one was Monterey and Fitzgerald. This is Monterey and San Martin. Let's board our passengers on. And so far, we've gone a full length without crashing, which is good. Anyway, I'm driving safe. My mom told me to drive safely, follow the speed limits, stop at all red signals, and make sure these passengers arrive on time and safely. So we're going to We're doing a great job. We're making sure we don't redline. So now we're going to take the exit. Because we're in Morgan Hill now. So we're going to be stopping now at one of these stops. We can also use this one, the northbound one, for Monterey and Dunn. So anyway, folks, we're going to move on. Monterey and Dunn. Now we're moving on to Main and Hale Park and Ride. Whoops, that purple car kinda did an oopsie. It hit the light post. Anyway, here we are at Main and Hale Park and Ride. We're going to pretend to load some passengers. Hello, how's your day going? I guess I've been shouted out by a passenger for being told to turn the wiper blades on. So anyway, our passengers are just loaded on. So let's move on to our next stop. Oops, sorry folks. And sorry for the ad or the notifications YouTube has. You know, I gotta check wrestling sometimes. Because that's what I do. You know that I ended up bombing out my bus. Let's try and beat the light. Oh, and we got caught for running red light. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll stop right there and serve that stop. Looks like nobody's getting on. So we may have to do that on our final stop. Once again, I apologize for running through the red lights. Because I nearly caused it. Now we're going to climb the hill. A little revving may not hurt. And we nearly stalled, but we're still good enough to move. Now, I'm just enjoying this nice drive. We got 124 XP. So now we gotta slow down. So we're green, so we're going to continue our way. And now we have to go through this roundabout. So we'll keep moving. So let's turn on wipers, parking brake, hazards. We'll put 4 passengers on and remove 2. So away we go. I'm sorry about returns. We stopped at the Santa Teresa light rail station. Now we stopped at Kaiser Permanente Hospital. And we'll check another notification later. And also check out the Gold Rush game too later on. Stop right there. Let's pick up our passengers. We'll put 3 on and remove a passenger. Unlike the regular modes, the stop request sound won't work. We just stopped at Monterey and Roeder. The next few stops, we'll see. Next stop, First in Santa Clara. So we'll load 1 passenger and let all 3 off. We'll pause, make sure everything's okay. Everything is okay, so our passengers are on board. So let's go to our next to last stop, which is First and Keys. Passengers are on board. Let's go to our last stop. Anyway, last stop is San Jose Diridon Station. Please make sure you have all your package, your parcels, and your belongings. And thank you for riding VTA. Have a great day. This bus is now the 68 going to Gilroy Transit Center. This is VTA Route 68 service to Gilroy Transit Center. So we picked up from the first terminal, and now we moved over to the second terminal. Right now, we are getting ready to do our return trip. First stop is First and Keys. Had to get that van moving. Load them on. We got 2 passengers getting on and 2 getting off. So we're gonna have to stop at a signal. So we're at a signal right now. Woohoo! And away we go! We already served First in Santa Clara. Now we're at First and Keys. Correction, First and Rotor. Monterey and Rotor. Actually, Monterey and Rotor is this stop, so we just served a stop. Passengers are on board, so let's go. It stopped raining. Lights green. And away we go. Our next stop will be Kaiser Permanente San Jose for the 27. Let's pick up our passengers. Passengers are on board. Off we go. Lights green, here we go. Our next stop is Monterey at Santa Teresa Light Rail Station. Oops, I touched the wrong button. Passengers still haven't gone on board, so let's close the doors. They're on board now, so let's go. So now let's go through the roundabouts again. Well, it looks like a quick stop. Light changed for a moment. Let's get a move on. It looks like this really is going to be the first time I ever done a round trip. We're heading back towards Gilroy right now. So anyway, the first stop off will be Morgan Hill. So we'll stop back at the stop sign over here. Because unlike the real life counterpart, we've got 100 stops each. Bus stopping at the target stop every 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes, as they would say. So anyway, we're going to go do our last run. Whoops! We didn't mean to run a signal. So, if you drive... Okay, let's load some more passengers on. Passengers are on board. We will be moving on now. Oops, sorry for the gas, folks. It's something that nearly disagreed with me. Anyway, we did have a little bit of a traffic jam. So anyway, as you know, we will be on our way back. Well, I had to let this van by because it looks like everything had to be okay after this. We'll pretend loading our passengers. Passengers are loaded, so let's get a move on. Now let's take the freeway. As you know, we have just served Monterey and done. Whoops. That was a close miss. Near miss. I apologize because my wheel's starting to act kinda bad, and I apologize for that. Oops, sorry for the gas again. Let's load our passengers on at Monterey and I remember now. Monterey and San Martin. Passengers are on board. Well, I did the pretend stops. This is Monterey and San Martin. Correction, Monterey and Mass and Fitzgerald. Passengers are on board. Let's get a move on. Now, the southbound routes may not be like the inbounds, but like the northbound trips. But it can still be amazing when we have it. Well, at least everyone's enjoying the ride back there. Why'd you brake so suddenly, red car? I knew I was coming. And now you nearly caused me to crash. Oh, look, did he just go through the signal? That was amazing. AI are brainless these days. So we're going to go... So we'll move ahead. Light is still red. Now it's green. This is Monterey and first. Monterey and third. We'll let 2 passengers on and 2 off. So away we go. Sorry for that notification again. Once again, I'll check them out later. Here's Monterey in first. Bless me. This is our last stop. Gilroy Transit Center. Enjoy your ride with VTA. And have a great time. Anyway, we won't get to the run with the Mercedes-Benz 0405 N2U. But don't forget that there are some more videos on the way. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Thank you for watching, folks.